Good day, good day, good day. How are y'all doing? I'm just looking at my notebook here on the video topics that I wanted to talk about because, lately I've been very slow on my videos. So, and I got a mic. I set up my mic, so, you know, I'm working on a lot of stuff. And I'm using headphones at the moment to plug into the mic as I talk so that the quality of the sound of the video will sound better. That's what I'm working on. And, yeah, I think uh, maybe like almost 2 weeks ago already, because, time flies. I did do a video where I was just explaining why I haven't been making videos, but I am trying to upload more so I can, drop them jewels on y'all. So, but yeah, this video right here will be a pretty lengthy video. So it's gonna be a pack full. I'm a hit y'all with a pack full of stuff with this video right here. It'll be good. I try to make every video. I think I mentioned that in the other video. I try to make every video to be worth it, worthwhile, and to have a lot of depth and like detail and information and stuff like that. I try to put as much into a video as I can. And yeah, I got a haircut too for the viewers. But it's already been growing because I cut my hair last week, about a week ago. And again, time flies, so you don't really pay attention to certain things. But yeah, look, it's like a bowl. It's like a straight up bowl cut though. Like, look at this. I had to cut that hair of mine. It was just bugging me, so it was always in my face. It was always very distracting and in my way. So, you know, it was just time for a cut. And for a long time, I was like actually not into getting haircuts. I had a completely different philosophy, but all that changed completely, like a complete 360. My mind completely changed around it entirely because I realized that it is just, it's just hair and it grows back anyway. So yeah. So for today's subject, I'll be covering a few things, but I don't think I'm gonna cover anything I don't think I'm gonna cover much of what I wrote in this notebook because I'm gonna talk about something completely different. Let me see here. Well, um, I just want to, I don't know. I'm trying to think here. Let's see. Well, I was gonna talk about what I can talk about. What I can pick out right here is the secondhand experiences that we have and how a lot of the stuff I talk about is just from my experience, and hopefully you guys can relate. But I feel like a lot of the experiences that a lot of stuff that I experience with modern day society is like, especially with technology and like YouTube and stuff like that. It's like I feel like we're living in a time where, as people, we're having a lot of secondhand experiences. And what I mean by that is the experiences that other people are having in their life when they vlog or they record themselves with the camera and stuff, and they go traveling and they eat and they vlog and they live their life and they're taking you along with them because you're one of their subscribers or viewers, and they go traveling to places. Just for example, they go traveling to certain places, they eat the food there, they have a blast, have a good time, and they're just living their life, right? Just like anybody should, just like we all should. They're living their life and stuff. But I just feel like it's becoming a trend, and people don't even notice it. That for the viewers, it's a secondhand experience because you're not experiencing what that person in on that camera is experiencing physically. You're just visually experiencing it, like you're just watching it like a movie, but you're not really there. You're not there. You're not experiencing it. Therefore, it's not really a first-hand experience. It's those, that. those experiences that you're only visualizing are only that. You're only visualizing it. You're only watching it. It's only visual. You're not there physically to feel the air and breathe the air and to actually be there and to see what's going on over there. That person is experiencing it. You're having the secondhand experience. They're the primary source of the experience. And that's what a lot of people I've noticed are getting used to. They're not really living life anymore. They're letting somebody else live life, and they could just sit back and just watch it in front of in front of their computer, on a television screen, or even on your phone. That's what I call a secondhand experience. Because you're not there experiencing it for yourself. Now, yeah, you could use that as motivation to change your life and to go traveling and to go do your own thing as well. And there's nothing wrong with that. You can go experience that for yourself too. I mean, it's also a matter of your mindset, of what you believe and what you think you can do or can't do. You can use it as motivation to do things that you might want to put on your bucket list and do as well. But as far as I'm concerned, from how I see it, it's like a secondhand experience. You know, you're not there experiencing it. That person holding that camera is the one living the life. They're just recording it and taking you along with them. You're not really there to see it or to feel it. You know, and the most you can do is comment. Oh, that looks fun. Oh, I want to do that. Oh, I haven't done that yet. I don't know what you might say, but that's one thing I kind of noticed. ASMR. That's also. I don't know if I would consider ASMR to be a secondhand experience, but I guess in general, what I'm trying to say is there's just a lot of trends that are coming out right now that are really funny. You know, uh, like again, personally, right? I personally find it hard to adapt to, so it's kind of strange. It's very weird. Yeah, but I can hope, on another note, I hope I'm reaching out at least a decent amount of people out there who are watching my videos and you know, subscribing and like spreading out the videos to more people. Let's get this thing going and so we can have more viewers and grow this channel so I can reach out to more people. And for my Filipino viewers, and as a people, I can, speaking for my people, I feel like, and I mean, everybody's like this, of course, but I feel like on a personal note, with Filipinos spiritually, as Filipinos, uh, we're a very grateful people. Like culturally, we're just very grateful for like very small things. Whereas other people, everybody's different. Other people might take advantage, but I just know there's other YouTubers that I know that have like 10 views or 10 subscribers, and they're so grateful for that. So, and yeah, I'm just expressing that I'm grateful for my viewers and the people that watch my videos. I'm very grateful for that as well. So thank you. Thank you for the views. So if I'm looking away a lot, it's because I'm looking at my notebook here, and I'm also trying to figure out what else I can cover for right now. And be careful with your manifestations. That's what one of the notes on my video also right here, or one of the notes on my notebook also. This paradigm shift of how the vibration of the planet is rising. So things, this fifth dimensional stuff is getting, we're already in the fifth dimension, but it's just getting stronger. It's getting more powerful. I mean, I feel like with me, I can manifest certain things like in the snap of a fingers, in the blink of an eye, like that easily, like that quickly. Like things are just, rapidly going right now. Things are speeding up. Time is flying so fast. And so, things are definitely changing. So, yeah. And just social media in general too. On another subject now, now that we're talking about it. I don't really like to mess around with social media too much. In many ways, I personally don't because, especially Instagram, because Instagram is like, I don't really know what the point of Instagram is. I feel like a lot of people definitely upload pictures and videos and clips of stuff about their life on Instagram for the sake of what? I feel like it's just out of validation. I mean, let's just keep it real. You're not posting pictures and stuff like that. You're not posting pictures, selfies, and clips if you're not if you know you're not gonna get any likes. If you know no one's gonna see it, you're not gonna post it. So you're posting it because you want people to give you likes and stuff. And I just feel like it's a very petty thing. It's kind of in many ways, and I'm not trying to put people down. I'm really not. I'm sorry if it's coming off like that. I'm not. But in many ways, I feel like kind of childish. Also, it's very immature for somebody to look for somebody else's validation and stuff. You're posting a picture, you're posting this, you're posting that, you're posting this selfie. Like, why are you posting all these things for, all this content? Just to get likes? Because it's like what I said, the mentality is this. You're not gonna upload anything if you know no one's gonna like it. You're looking for those likes. And a lot of people have talked about this already, and there's a lot of, or a few articles or videos talking about the science of how the human mind works around social media and how it creates like this chemical dopamine thing in the brain whenever a person gets a like or a comment or whatever on social media. Like every time you get a notification that pops up on your phone about how somebody liked your picture, liked this, they like that, they commented here, they shared this, they shared that. It's like one of the things that they I forgot how it went, but in one of those videos that were breaking down the science of it, it's like they were explaining that the human mind is triggered uh, in a positive way. It makes you feel good. It makes you think that you feel. It makes you feel like it feels good to get those likes and those notifications and stuff. It's kind of like being in the arcade when you're playing those games and all those buttons and all these things are just kind of popping up in your screen and you're getting points and you're racking up points. It's just crazy how technology works and how people can be so distracted and stuff. And I have a friend that I talk to about this, and I tell him, I feel like technology is taking over the world, man. Like people are like being so out of tune with nature and the simplicity of being, just be. Like, 'cause, wherever I go lately, not so much lately, not recently, but for the past couple of years, I mean, people are just on their phone in the restaurant, on their phone while they're in line to buy something, on their phone at the grocery store, on their phone while driving, on their phone during the stoplight, on their phone while they're on the stoplight while they're in front of me, and when the light turns green and they're still not going, and you gotta honk at them because you can see through the corner they're on the phone. I mean, this is it getting to that point that you're not paying attention to your driving? Is it getting to that point that you're holding up traffic? Is it really getting to that point? I mean, it's already getting to that point that every once in a while you will have that commercial that's saying, "Don't text and drive. It can wait." Those billboards and those advertisements saying, "Don't text and drive. Your life is not worth the response of a single text message or something like that." You know what I'm saying? And we're so numb. We're very we're very numbed down to these things. Like it's like whether we realize it or not, our people are getting to the point in life in modern society now that they have to tell us not to text and drive because we're gonna get into an accident. When did you ever need to tell somebody not to be distracted while driving? Whenever since when did somebody ever have to tell you to focus on the road and pay attention? I mean, these are just basics of, as far as driving, these are just basic driving fundamentals. Keep your eye on the goddamn road, you know. But we're also living in a time during this and during this energy shift. Not to really, I feel like on a moral perspective, we shouldn't be judging people because you're gonna see things that people are gonna do, and people are gonna test you. I feel like in many ways, when you go out and stuff in public or anywhere where there's a lot of other people, a lot of other people are just reflections of your own self. You know, they're gonna do things that are in polarity to how you do things. And when somebody does something different, or somebody's the opposite of you, or when they do things that are just completely different, you can't help but judge. They always say don't judge, or what? Don't judge a book by its cover. All these things about all these moral conditionings in society about how you shouldn't judge other people and stuff like that. But that's the funny thing, you can't help but to judge somebody, especially when they're acting a certain way. And I think it's in your nature to judge somebody. And I don't think that's wrong because that's your instinctive behavior. Because if somebody's acting up or acting a fool or doing something just out of the ordinary, you can't help but stop and stare, and just judge them. There's nothing wrong with judging them because judgment is just forming your own mind and mentality around this person. Okay, so this is how they get down. This is how they do things. This is what they're about. You're adapting to that person's energy mentally and their behavior and how they do things and how they act and how they talk. It's just how you're adapting yourself around them by judging them. That's all it is. Because if you didn't judge anyone, you'd be foolish. You'd probably get duped a lot and you'd get played. Like, you need to have your eye on certain people and how certain people do things. There's nothing wrong with that. And I'm not saying always be on guard. I'm just saying when you judge somebody, that's just your way of discerning what they're about, and whether you want to believe that or not. That's just your habit. So they tell you don't judge people, don't judge the book, don't judge a book by its cover, blah 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 blah, and yada yada yada. But the truth is, that's just your habit. You can't help that. So I say stick with that. I mean, don't judge somebody in a negative way. Just judge neutrally. Observe. Just be an observer. Like, you don't have to judge in a negative way and anything like that, because that's not good either. Certainly not. Just be observant. You know. So that's for this video, that's all I'm gonna talk about for right now. I covered secondhand experiences, the paradigm shift, and how things just come so quick now. Instagram and how people are looking for those likes, and how technology can be distracting to a lot of people, and how you just gotta help others. And I'll cover up more topics in the next video, so stay tuned for that. Peace.